Good evening, everybody. Paul Naylor here, the Delsol runner. And I'm going to be spending a few moments with you this evening to talk about a new shoe I'm going to be running with at the Big Bear Marathon that's going to be happening in a few hours. Yeah, we're going to be taking off in a few hours to head down to Southern California to take part of the Revel race. Kind of a new race, but that will be a subject for a different day. This is going to be about a new shoe that I'm going to be trying to run this race, and I want to kind of show you, or I kind of want to share with you why I am going with this new shoe, what the decision that led me to it, and also what I hope to achieve. So if you saw in the title, you already know what the shoe is, so let's bring it out. So here it is, the Nike Zoomfly, not the Vaporfly 4%. This is the next level down, the more affordable shoe that is going to be more, that kind of is for everybody else that can't spend the hundreds of dollars for the Vaporfly 4%. This is a big deal for me. Reason why it's such a big deal for me, because the last time I had a pair of Nikes on my feet was when I was a sophomore in high school. Long time ago. Ever since then, so when I was a sophomore in high school, I ran with Nikes. When I was a junior, I switched to Reebok, and I ran with Reebok ever since until moving here to Las Vegas, and I made the switch to Skechers Performance and Hoka One. So I never, in that span of 12 plus years, I've never really gave Nike a second thought. Not because I think that they are bad shoes. I always thought that Nike made great products, great shoes, great gear, just overall phenomenal company. But I always thought that there were other shoes that were just simply better. What led me to get in this shoe? Well, for one, it is the claims that we're making of the shoe, that is going to be that the shoe is for racers, help you go faster, help you achieve PRs. A lot of marketing went to build up that hype, and yes, I did buy into that hype the more and more I studied and read about these shoes. But that was not the only reason. One of the reasons was because about 6 weeks ago, I acquired this nagging soreness in my right foot, and it hasn't been painful enough to keep me from running, but just enough for it to be nagging that I notice it virtually every single time I stop running. So after doing some research to kind of find out how I can kind of curb this pain that I have in my foot, I thought about getting a carbon plate insoles that just fit into the bottom of my shoes, and I can just work with those. However, as I went and priced some of these insoles, they were anywhere from $400 on the high end to about $50 to $60 on the very low end. When I thought about getting those insoles, and then when I thought about getting this shoe here, which I got at one of the outlets here in Las Vegas, this was only about $10 to $20 more than buying one of those carbon insoles, carbon fiber insoles that's on low end. So I was like, you know what, the shoe comes with a carbon fiber plate built inside, so I said, you know what, just kind of get everything all in one go. I'm gonna go with this shoe here. So that's what kind of led me to getting this shoe, but also just to have a shoe that has been built specifically for racing, for getting PRs, and that is what I hope to do. So this is a big deal. I don't know what to expect when running with this shoe. Even though that we are going to be taking off for Big Bear in just a little bit. I know a lot of you are thinking one of the big rules that should not be broken when it comes to running a marathon or half marathon is you don't run the race in a brand new shoe. For example, like you don't break the shoe in at the race. So I'm actually hoping to get at least 2 or 3 runs before the race, because it's still Friday. The race is on Sunday, so I'm hoping that I can get at least a few runs in with the shoe to kind of get my feet used to it, to see how it responds, see how my feet react to the type of material it is, and then hopefully come on race day, I'll have a better idea of how I can run in this shoe. So I won't be basically trying to figure that out at the race itself. But I am really excited to run in this shoe, mainly because I haven't ran in Nikes for a very, very, very long time. My sophomore year in high school, that's so long ago, very long time ago. So yeah, we're going to see what race day is like.